guys, Seth here. I have I've had this for a while, but I've never really talked much about it. It's a, Ken, brace yourself, it's a Cold Steel. It is the Cold Steel Kobun. And I said I was going to start doing some more knife reviews. I can't afford to buy any right now because I'm broke until next paycheck as far as buying new toys. So I'm kind of looking into the stuff I've got, to try to do some reviews, because maybe I can help somebody out and get a future knife or a future purchase or something. So this is the Cold Steel Kobun. It's Aus 8 stainless steel. It's made in Japan, of course, or supposedly. Actually, it says made in Taiwan. Website's wrong. But, well, you know what? I'm looking at it wrong. The steel is Japanese Aus 8. Supposedly. It is razor sharp. Didn't come that way. It came sharp. It came working sharp. It's basically supposed to be like a tanto style, but this is the American version of a tanto with the little crazy looking point there. It's not traditional. It's American style. The rubber, the handle is just basically rubber. It says it's kraton, Kraton, whatever that is. So I'm assuming it's hard rubber. The tang supposedly goes all the way down, and you just got a hole so you can put through some paracord or something if you want to do that, if you're that kind of person. Overall length, I got the website up, by the way. The overall length is 9 inches, 9 7/8 inches. The blade length is 5.5, so it falls a little too long for open carry in where I live at in my state. I need to oil this thing. Got a spot on it. It is, even though it's supposed to be Japanese style, it's got a secondary bevel, which I never bothered to remove because I got it sharp like I want it. It wouldn't take much to get that bevel out, but it's so slight, it really doesn't make a difference for a knife. This isn't a katana, obviously. Door, go away. Shoot. Every time. God, I'm going to start putting you out of the room. It's like I get a sharp object in the camera, there's the cat under my feet. So, it's a good little piece, even though it is a cold steel. But I'm going to quote a very wise man who wears sandals and lives in a gazebo. My problem with Cold Steel isn't their products, most of them. It's their marketing. It is how they go about selling their products. Excuse me. It is the hype that they. Sorry, it was strong vodka. That they put into their advertisements. It's the even though I eat meat, I don't condone killing animals just for the hell of it. If you're gonna kill an animal, there should be a reason. You need the meat, you need the fur to to survive in the wilderness or whatever. But to just be a jackass to sit in a tree to shoot a deer, and then if you're gonna eat the deer, fine, whatever. But if you're just gonna kill it and then mount the head on the wall and then throw the rest of the meat away or whatever, you're an asshole. Point blank. If you're hunting it for sport, not for food, or both, I've never really seen much sport in killing a defenseless animal, but that's another story. Anywho, but it's just their marketing. I don't care for the little used car salesman pitch that they give, but some of the products are okay. Heaven help me, I said it. This Cold Steel Kobun is no exception. It has a nice kydex sheath, clip. It's once it's in there, it's pretty snug. I'm not going to go really hard, as I don't want it to fall out and cut my leg off. But once it's in there, it's pretty well in there. It reminds me of the sheath that my Hishu is in. The same material as kydex. The molding on the sheath kind of represents the blade, like it has like the grind line type look on the sheath here, like it's made for the blade, you know. And I'm sure they're rolled off an assembly line some kind of way, but you know, probably got a certain mold they use. I don't know. I'm not a knife maker. I don't really know. But anyway, it's a nice little piece. It's a budget blade, definitely, because it's only $46 on Amazon. I'm looking at it. What's really funny is they got it list price $49, and their price is $46.68. Oh wow, you're saving $3.31. Go you. Anyway, it's about a $50 knife. Usually it's free shipping. You know, it's got a pretty good edge, pretty good polish, pretty good grind. Does say Cold Steel on one side and Kobun on the other. I believe that's a stamp. It may be a wire brush. I don't know. But if you're one of those people that don't like trademark symbols on your blade, you could probably get that out with some buffing and polishing. Other than that, there's not much to say about it. It's you know, it's a good little. It's got a good grip. You aren't going to drop this screwing around with it. Changing grip's pretty easy. It's more maneuverable than a karambit, but the karambit's way more deadly than this thing. If you're comparing it to a karambit or karambit, whatever you want to call it, just for comparison, my Honshu that I keep talking about, that I like more and more, God help me, is this size, whereas the Cold Steel is somewhere around here. Overall, the Honshu is bigger, but the blade length isn't the same. You know, you got a longer blade on the Kobun. This one's about 4.5, 4.25 somewhere, whereas that is over 5 inches. So I can't legally carry it. Anyway, we won't get into that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this this little small video. If you got any questions about this, let me know. I haven't actually used it for anything. It's just I collected it. You know, I thought it was cool. I didn't have a fixed blade knife at the time. It was before I bought the Hishu. I've already talked about the Hishu. So I only own. Well, I'm not going to say how many guns I own, but I may do a couple of gun reviews. I'm definitely not a firearm expert, but I can give my opinion on them. Say what I think and how they've handled for me. A lot of people, they watch these reviews and they're overwhelmed by the knowledge of some, not a know-it-all, but an expert. I'm not an expert. I can tell you how it worked for me, you know, a casual, you know, firearms owner and operator. I go shooting maybe once every few years just to stay in practice. Not that great, but I can nail the target at 150 yards with a red dot. The target's about the size of this towel. So anyway, nothing to brag about. I'm not that great. But I might review my AR-15 next, and my sidearm, I guess I would classify it as, which is my Glock 9mm. Just for shits and giggles, just to have diversity on my channel, you know, for people that are more into firearms than they are into blades. So that's my review on the Cold Steel Kobun. More stuff to come, guys. Keep watching my channel. If you like it, then subscribe. Tell your friends. You know, whatever that typical YouTube lingo is to get more people on your channel. You guys have a great one. Peace. Say my name. We'll see you next time.